after 1960, that is why you saw the Dutch law changed to Afrikaans, because we couldn't relate to Dutch and they wanted to just shy away from this Dutch thing.
I am telling you,
my democracy, the law in South Africa, it actually accommodates all South Africans to be precise, not Nigerians.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It accommodates you to an extent, because when people want to feel entitlement, according to our report now and what we have on ground, people has claimed ownership and it has claimed 100% entitlement of building South Africa. So that is when you will notice that you, as a black child in that soil, you are mainly vulnerable now, because a lot of things has...
No, let me correct you. In South Africa, there's still land. We have plenty land. If you go to KZN, Amakosi, which is our kings, they still give our people land. South Africans are farming. South Africans have crops. They have all kind of cattle you can think of in their house, in their household. Not even thinking of maybe they are doing it for business. It's our culture. We grew up like that. You see chickens roaming around, cows, everything.
But if we be able to tell ourselves, that's when we can find solution. To be honest with you and me, you will know that a lot has gone wrong, and this thing that you are coming here to claim.
No, a lot has gone wrong. We know. They have invested. You cannot say it's going wrong. They have invested and they've not stopped anyone from investing. Hence, I said to you, when it comes to transport, when it comes to certain things, black South Africans are controlling in government sectors. It's black people who are in charge there.
Okay, let me tell you how government is being run.
Your government is not my government. Your own government doesn't cater like my government. The opportunities that I have in South Africa, you don't have them. If I decide to buy land right now and start farming, if they see that my farming is improving, if I file for agriculture funds, they can fund me. In your country, it doesn't exist.
I don't understand what you mean by in my country it doesn't exist. There is agricultural loan here. There is a student loan in Nigeria. So I don't really understand. When we begin to try to please ourselves with rhetoric that doesn't have record or doesn't have facts, then we begin to mix the whole line. You see, I've told you now that a black child has been indoctrinated all over time. It depends on what we are studying from our schools.
All right, let me just wrap up here. A black Nigerian child has, but a South African, no. We have free education in South Africa. We're entitled to masters in university. If you go to higher institution, there's variety of scholarships, there's bursaries, there's government funds. Your opportunities is different from ours, and it's been designed by all South Africans. I won't say it's just black South Africans. Somehow the Mzungus that you think we can chase them away, they've designed some system that caters for us as black people. That's what I'm saying. I'll speak for myself. Hold on. Before I even left my country, I didn't pay for my fees. You get what I mean? I went to start my work in Saudi Arabia in Makkah. I'm currently in the UK right now. So you cannot tell us that we can't do or we can't aim for the stars. We will. We are not the same.
Well, we are not the same. Nigeria is more, a Nigerian child is more greater, has advantage, is bold, has more influence in the world than a South African child.
That's your own mindset. That's what they told you guys, to be bold, to think that you're superior than other people. That's you.
See, Nigerian child has influence. That is why it's a threat.
All kids have influence. Come on, all kids have influence.
No. We can't. If we are Nigeria, where we place ourselves, South Africa doesn't even conclude.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Zovin. If you abort that mindset, God will even help Nigeria somehow. As I'm analyzing the whole thing, you guys praise yourself too much. People are low key. They're pushing themselves. They are winning. Stop thinking that it's Nigerians that are doing this and that. There's Kenyans that you can't even... Hold on. You cannot even compete with Kenyans. If I can put a Kenyan here and you as a Nigerian, you cannot. But you can when it comes to touching the laptop and other stuff. You can.
Can we bring out records?
Wait. Education-wise, you can't touch a Kenyan. I cannot count myself because I've already analyzed you. The way you think,
Zolvin,
even, and I'm not insulting you.
May I engage with this guy, please?
Zolvin, just hold on, Tom. Zolvin, just now you were crying that black kids are victims of everything and anything, and then when we start not agreeing with you, you then come in and say Nigerian kids are doing great and they're greater than any other black child. I mean, what are you really saying?
Can I engage with the last two speakers?
Should I respond to you?
Yes, please.
You know, I said I don't want to dive into that conversation because from the kind of mentality I wear and what I believe in and what I know about a black child. So, but Fair was actually pushing me a lot because I don't want to talk about South African, black South Africa in this manner because anything I say, I speak about them, to me, yeah, I'm talking to myself. So, but she's really hitting me hard to do a lot of things that I don't know why a lot of them are all blind to not to see that Nigerians individually, they are striving more than any black child all over the world. The records are there. Nigerians are breaking record everywhere in the world. Even right there in UK where you're talking about, Nigerians are having the lead. South Africans are nowhere to be found. South Africans has.
Can I answer this? Zovini, right now as we speak, I'm in the UK. I work under healthcare. Do you know what I mean? And there are 700 suspended Nigerian nurses with fake qualifications, 84 doctors that were suspended as well. There's 4 Yoruba guys that were recently found for fake marriage documents. South Africans are very low key. Last year we have a doctor in South Africa that discovered a cure for disability. We don't brag.
Sorry, guys, can I come in here?
Guys, please wait. Zolvin is being questioned and we are responding to him because it was his turn. When your turn comes, before you make your submission, you're gonna get a turn to finish up with Zolvin. We are coming to you, Don. I'm not ignoring you. But if we're all gonna want to speak at the same time, then we're gonna have a problem. It's gonna end up being uncontrollable totally. Because even before you asked, Tom had asked to come in. So let's Zolvin is about to conclude now.
Let me conclude. In my conclusion, in our culture here, we don't engage in this kind of situation with our women. We have so much respect for Nigerian women, and we play as a shield to them to give them defense they need, and also. So I will not actually continue to engage a woman here, but all I know, whether Nigerian child is having the influence or not, the thing is that the problem, the damage that these people has caused to our soils, the damage are so alarming that we need a lot of work, a lot of orientation to see how we can be able to contain this thing at least to the merest minimum. To say that we Nigerians are suffering and South African child is not suffering, I want to tell you today that is a lie. Whatever privilege, small privilege you feel that you are getting from your government, a lot of Nigerians too are getting it here. A lot of South Africans too are highly disenfranchised there in South Africa. That is why you see all this cry every day. Or if everything is well with South Africa, you won't see the black ones, you won't see them coming out on social media to cry. We have never seen a white South African child open up a TikTok and or any social media platform and start crying about the influence of illegal immigrants in their country. It's only those ones of them that have been vulnerable for poverty, for attack, that is always crying, which is the black people. So we must all recognize this problem, that this problem is worldwide, and see how we can come together, people that has good brain, to tackle it head on. But if we continue to going back and front like this, I can tell you for sure, because you can agree with me that you cannot go now, whatever thing that is happening in South Africa as an individual, to go and eradicate it. You are going to receive what we call people who is going to resist you, and when people resist you, the place will become a chaotic society, and you as a woman self, you can't even live in a chaotic society because everybody will continue to play defensive attack. You come to me, I will fight you back because I'm also a human being. So what we need to do as a black child who is a victim of all this situation, we should be able to know the root cause and see how we can psychologically and systematically tackle it. That is just my own plea. You see this Chidinma of a girl, what is happening to her is exactly what is happening to all of us. The attack on this poor girl is attack to all of us. But I don't know why when they want to succeed among us, they always use us because they know that we are very cheap, because we're hungry and we lack a lot of things. So when they provide small thing, we begin to dive out. We are now fine, we are comfortable, we are like this, go, you're inconveniencing me. But they are maybe provided one small shelter or have given you one small favor. So I pray that when we all, our eye will all be opened, we will notice that our problem is not us. Our problem is beyond what we're seeing. So just thank you.
Okay, I will answer about you expecting poor white South Africans to come to TikTok and expose their situation. White people in South Africa do not act like that. Secondly, chances are they don't even afford the basic 12 rands to buy data, which will not even last 1 hour. So that vision or expectation might never come true. White people do not play like that because they know they'll be mocked if they come on any social platform and expose their extreme poverty, because it is extreme. Driving to these white poor communities is a pain to me, as black as I am and as I don't like white people, like sorry. It's painful to watch any human being living like that. I will never expect them to come up and say, I'm poor, because the first question a black person will ask is, where were your ancestors? Why are you poor? Because it's not expected of them to be poor. So the fact that they don't coming on social media doesn't mean they don't exist. When you come to South Africa, ask someone to take you to Roodepoort or to Pretoria, down Pretoria going towards Brits, you will see them. And then you can come back and say, what I saw there is not poverty. I don't know what you will express it as. And on YouTube, there's a lot of documentary which you can go and check now and come back and tell us if those people can come in and say and expose themselves. TikTok is a very cruel place to be at. So it's never gonna happen. I wouldn't. If I was in that extreme poverty, I wouldn't. There's also black people who cannot even afford data. They're not here. You will not find them on TikTok. They can't afford to be here. The basic 5 friends that they have, they want to buy something to eat. This idea of South Africans are poor. South Africans that can afford to be on TikTok or on Facebook the whole day, those people are not poor. I'm sorry. Who is next? Tom, I'm gonna drink water now. I just wanna let Tom come in.
Thank you so much, Akon. Zovin, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm all right, man. I've got a few questions for you. Have you ever been to South Africa?
Yes, I've been to South Africa.
Where in South Africa?
Cape Town.
Cape Town. Okay, so you found some poor black people in Cape Town?
I didn't even, the blacks I see there was my Nigerian brothers. We rule with white people.
You rode with white people?
Yes.
In your country, Nigeria, did you guys chase away the Mzungus?
Presently, we chase them away, but economically, they are still here.
Okay. So what did you guys gain by chasing them away from your land?
At least we can now talk to ourselves without interference, without physical interference first.
So you mean to tell us that here in South Africa we can't talk by ourselves because we have interference from the Mzungus?
like in Nigeria, where rich people stay, like GRS.
Wait, Zovin, now wait. Now we're talking about South Africa. Do you mean to tell me that here in South Africa we can't have conversations on our own because of interference from Mzungus?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't.
We can't.
You can't discuss South Africa now without interference of the idea. So how can you discuss? When you call for South African executive meeting, they will be there with you. So,
but then you're contradicting yourself, because you came here. You said you will never find white people or Mzungus on these platforms complaining about Nigerians, and now you're saying we can't have conversations on our own without Mzungus interference. Which one is it? Because here on TikTok you said there are no Mzungus, and yet here we are having conversations about you guys. So
no, you are, hold on. You are not having a conversation here about South Africa. You just made yourself available for you to be used to yab Nigerians. This is not about South Africa. If you want to discuss about South Africa, we know who and who that is going to be discussing South Africa and Nigeria. Right. That is the government, not me and you.
Okay, so now another question, Zovin.
Yes.
You don't at all see anything wrong with what the Nigerians are doing in South Africa or in any other parts of the world, the Philippines, in the UK. You don't see anything wrong that the Nigerians are doing in other countries.
Nigerians are doing extremely well across the globe, and it's a threat to the Western power. Anybody who is doing wrong, that person is a criminal and should be treated as a criminal.
Okay. Next question.
South Africa also have criminals.
Okay.
Selling substandard products is wrong. Selling fake products is wrong.
Right. Okay. Now you with me. The Nigerians in this country are doing the same thing. So why is it so right for you to say we are influenced by the Mzungus to chase away the Nigerians who are doing well because they are threatened, when they are selling powder and selling stuff that are unaliving our children? You mean are we supposed to keep quiet when we see that's happening, when you can clearly see that happening?
Okay, let me answer you. You see, in Nigeria, South African guy was caught with powder. In Asia, South African guy a girl was caught in Asia with powder in South African. So if you talk about powder, I've told you the way powder is being run all over the world, they call them drug laws, and it's very difficult to fight. I can tell you for sure, it's hard criminal-minded people, organized criminal-minded people. So you will not
to fight for who? Who is it difficult to fight for?
It's difficult for the world as a whole to curtail them. It's not, if you say it's a Nigerian thing. Hold on. If you say it's a Nigerian thing, that means you are ignorant of how this world is being run.
No, Zovin. Don't be defending nonsense. That's what I'm going to tell you. You frustrated me. I see it. I grew up. I was born and raised in South Africa. I still stay in South Africa in KZN. I go to Point Road. I see Nigerians selling powder. I've been to Pretoria. I see Nigerians selling powder. I stay in Bele. There's a place called Seaview. I see Nigerians selling powder. So don't tell me that I'm wrong. If I see Nigerians, I see it every day. So
okay, hold on. I want to ask you a question so you continue. To be honest, I know that you have conscience. From your inner conscience as a man speaking, as a human being speaking, tell me the honest truth. Have you say you see Nigerians? I'm not doubting whether you see any Nigerian selling powder. Have you ever seen South Africans selling powder? Just to be honest, as a brother today.
Yes, I have.
So why are you now tagging it that it's a Nigerian thing? It's a criminal activity that is happening.
Yes, it's fine. It is, but then you guys are stupid because you don't want to see what we're telling you. Majority of the people that are selling powder, please don't use the word drugs again, please. It's powder on this platform.
Sorry, powder.
Right.
Now, Tom, don't call people stupid, please.
No. I'm very frustrated with Akona because we can't keep on saying the same thing. Zovin, you as a Nigerian, you see me, let me make an example. I can't go to Nigeria and expect to behave the same way that the Nigerians are behaving, because I'm a visitor there. So don't compare yourself to a South African. Do not compare yourself to the South African. Just because we accommodated you guys and we decided to be civil with you guys, it doesn't mean that we are equal. I'm in my land. You leave your land, you come here and you do nonsense, and at the end of the day, we're supposed to, you say because South Africans, you've seen a South African selling powder, that means it's right for me as well to do it. No, when you visit other people's houses, you behave yourself. That's what you guys must learn. You must behave yourselves in other people's countries. You can't compare yourself to me. You can't compare yourself. If I steal cars for a living, for example, you can't say it's right for you as well to come and steal cars, because this is not your country. That's what you must understand.
Tom, please, I want to ask you. Well, you have been very, very insultive and abusive, and it's not good for this conversation. But let's move on, because I understand your level of what's it called, maturity. You say you are being hurt. So, but please, as you're hot, control your emotions so that we will all be in the same page. Remember, we all are human beings.
Would you, Zovin, yes. If, for example, if you lost your child, maybe let's say someone knocked your child over by a car by mistake, and then you went to that person and you said, hey, listen, hey, my child died because you knocked my child over. And then that person said, no, but look at my car. My car is also damaged. Would you be civil with that guy? Wouldn't you be angry with that person? Because we're talking about the unaliving of small children here, which you guys are disregarding. You don't give a about that. You don't give a damn about that. All you worried about is you guys that we are being told by the Mzungus to get rid of you. But at the end of the day, we actually sick and tired, because we've been watching for years. We've been watching you guys operate for years, and we've kept quiet, and we've never said anything about it. Now that we are vocal about it, and we only became vocals because we saw that we were losing children every week. Our children were being unalived by foreign internationals. So now when we're fed up and we are angry and we're voicing our opinions, you coming here and gaslighting us and telling us that you guys are better than us. Then what are you doing here? If Nigeria is so better than South Africa, if an average child, like you said, an average Nigerian child is better than a South African, what the hell are you doing in this country? What the hell are you doing here? Why are you fighting so much to stay in this country if this country is a shithole, like some of your brothers said before, and said, no, this country is a shithole, but yet he's living here for free?
Should I answer you? You asked me what are we doing in South Africa. Let me tell you how people like Nigerians who has this big heart, how we behave. You cannot just say that Americans are in South Africa. That means South Africa is better than America. If you want to have influence all over the world, I'm still saying it, and you still have to wear this mindset as a South African, as a brother. I need to educate you so that you come out from that your bubble and exploit the world. Because if you really want to, sorry,
Akona, are you still fine?
Yeah, I just got back now.
But are you still fine?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was about to say